Now, Behind the Law with Justin Clark and Allie Mack on ESPN 580 Orlando.
And welcome to the program. It's another edition of Behind the Law right here on ESPN 580 Orlando. My name is Justin Clark. Thank you for spending your evenings here with us on our favorite sports radio station. You can also watch the show 4 o'clock every single weekday. Follow at Behind the Law Radio. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platform. You can watch us there as well. Also, don't forget to watch the TV programs this weekend. Saturday, 12:30 p.m. on CBS. It's You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. And then Sunday, like always, it's Behind the Law on television, 10 a.m. TV 27. To my right, my good friend, the producer of the program, the OG, Brianna. Hello, Brianna. How are you?
Hello, Justin.
So very confusing week here at Behind the Law, as you know.
It is.
You're trying to get out of doing the show. So you've hired someone to come in and help us with the program, to run the board, that sort of thing. Because we actually do this show from my law firm. I don't have time to go to the studio, to the ESPN 580 studios.
That's true.
And practice law. So I had to build a studio in my office. So we have to actually do all the production here at our law firm. And you don't feel like doing that anymore. So...
Whoa.
So you wanted to hire someone to replace you to do it. And what have you done?
I feel like someone's salty.
Well, I'm not salty. But what have you done? You've hired someone, and she's very good. But her name, ladies and gentlemen, is Brianna as well. And I've always called you the beautiful Brianna. So now I can't call you the beautiful Brianna because then that's sort of like a slap in the new Brianna's face. So now what do I call you? OG Brianna. I don't know what else to call you other than the OG.
Man.
I mean, do you have any better name? I mean, what else can I refer to you as now?
You know what? Let's ask our listeners, whatever they want to.
Go to at Behind the Law Radio right now, Facebook, Instagram, any social media platform. Let us know. The beautiful Brianna, we have to do a name change, and I say it's got to be the OG Brianna.
Oh, man.
So, I don't know.
Welcome. They agree.
Welcome. Hi, Brianna. How are you?
Fantastic.
Okay, new Brianna is also here. New Brianna.
Yes,
hello.
I am.
What's
Hi.
going on? How are you?
I am fantastic.
So I got a lot of calls from our listeners yesterday, actually. They wanted a little more background information on you, first of all. They're like, look, where's she from? What's she doing? Like, what's she doing there on Behind the Law? So I know that you're getting ready to go back to school.
Yes.
But you recently graduated, I think.
in 2017,
In 2017 from?
UCF.
And how was that? UCF's a great school, right?
UCF is a great school, but it is very big.
It is huge. It's the
very
second
huge.
largest school, I believe, in the country, if I'm not
Absolutely.
mistaken.
Yes.
And were you a big UCF sports fan or no?
I was not, actually.
No?
I didn't follow any of the sports
Really?
in the school. I'm more of a professional.
Oh, where are you from? You from up
I'm
north?
from New York.
New York. All right. So Jets, Giants, who do you like?
I like the Giants.
So if you like the
Yes.
Giants, you obviously like the Yankees.
Yes.
And I'm a huge Red Sox fan. So right away, we're going to have some arguments.
Oh,
I mean, as long as you're
no.
okay with that.
Okay. That's
Now,
fine.
the good thing for you is the Red Sox have started the season very poorly. However, the Yankees haven't looked that good either, I guess, right?
Absolutely not.
Do you do hockey or anything like that?
No,
What-
I'm more into basketball.
Oh, so you're a Knicks
Basketball.
fan, obviously.
No, I am not a Knicks
Who are
fan.
you? Who do you like?
I am a fan of players, not of a team.
Oh, I see.
And my player is not in the playoffs.
Who?
though.
Who do you like?
LeBron James. That
How,
is my
like, how do
player.
you become a LeBron James fan? I'm
I
confused.
became a fan of him when he came to Miami because
Okay.
he got a lot of slack.
Uh-huh.
So he was basically the underdog. So I was rooting for him,
Okay.
and I
so-
became a fan ever since.
Well, you became a LeBron James fan, and a lot of fans of this program have become a non-fan of you,
Oh
probably.
no!
Do people like LeBron anymore or not? I can't figure this out. I don't know. Do people like LeBron James anymore?
He has a lot of haters, and I
Yeah.
don't know why. I think he's.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know that you need to be a LeBron hater either. I mean, he's just, I don't know.
No,
But you like him. He's your
I
guy.
do. He is.
So when he was playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers, were you a big Cavs fan?
I was.
All right,
And
so you-
now I'm rooting for the Lakers.
All right, so some big games tonight, I think, as well, ladies and gentlemen. We have, who's playing tonight?
We have the Boston Celtics
Boom.
versus the Milwaukee Bucks
Yep.
in the Eastern Conference. And then the Western Conference, we have the Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets.
We have a very special show for you tonight. We got What's Going On with Allie Mack. Allie Mack is not here today. We'll also play Stump the Clarkie in the second half hour, and an awesome interview throughout the show with Mike Bagley, the owner of E-Static Odor Control. You heard it right, odor control. If you had those pet smells in your house or any sort of smells you want to get rid of, he has a system designed to make sure you have no more smells to deal with. But first, let's do the news.
If it's on the internet, she's talking about it. It's What's Going On with Allie Mack.
What's going on? What's going on?
Filling in today for Allie Mack, I've got the OG Brianna and the new Brianna. Who wants to start?
Kick it off to new Brianna.
Okay. What is going on around the world? Let's start with some local news here in Florida. You better put your phones down while driving because a bill that will allow police to stop drivers for texting while driving is heading to the desk of Governor Ron DeSantis for approval. The Florida House yesterday voted 108-7 to send it to Governor DeSantis, and he already said that he supports it.
Mike Bagley, let me bring you in here. First of all,
Sure.
Mike, welcome to the show again.
Thank you.
It's been 6 months since I've seen you, but it's good to have you back. What do you think about this no texting and driving thing? Be honest.
I think you need to watch out for the 7 who voted against it.
Yeah?
Right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, why are they voting against it?
right.
So,
I totally agree. I mean, look, there's no way in the world we should be going around texting and driving. I totally get that. OG Brianna, I mean, what do you think?
Look, they already said I can't do my makeup and drive, so why not?
wow.
Just take my whole phone. Take the car.
No,
Can't do
seriously,
anything.
that you girls should not be doing your makeup and driving. I see it all the time. Don't do that. But here's the only thing that concerns me as an attorney. There are times where I see clearly that people get pulled over for kind of no reason. This gives police officers yet another reason to pull you over when maybe they didn't have any sort of right to. That's the only thing. But look, I totally agree with it. We have to ban the texting and driving. There's no doubt about it. And here's the deal. In this new society, we've become so accustomed to texting, emailing, doing all sorts of things while we're driving, Facebooking, Instagramming, whatever, that it is a little bit of a problem. I mean, it's a problem in our own head. We have to train ourselves that it's just not a possibility. You can't do it because I'm telling you, the vast majority of accidents are created by texting, Facebooking, whatever.
Distracted driving.
Distracted driving. We had a firefighter on the show not too long ago, Jason Watson, Bubba Watson, a good friend of mine. And he said a lot of the accidents he works are not from texting and driving, but from people who are looking down to enter addresses into their GPS. Which is a good excuse if you think about it. You're like, firefighter, police officer, I was just trying to enter my address in there where I'm headed. Well, that's sort of texting and driving too. So be careful with anything that you do.
Especially now. I mean, phones are so voice active. Like, you don't even text anymore. I see you talking into your phone all the time.
That's right.
Justin. So, you can...
Don't Justin me, first of all. I mean, I feel like I'm in trouble. Okay. I see you talking into your phone all the time. Justin. What did I do?
Well, we're on the radio. They didn't know I was talking to you.
Okay. I mean, I just all of a sudden felt like I was in trouble.
Oh, my goodness. OG out.
What else is... What else is new, Brianna?
Well, in the political world, we have Trump. He is calling for asylum seekers to pay fees, proposing new restrictions.
Did he tweet that?
He probably did.
You know what's going on right now is a lot of issues going on in Venezuela, and I wanted to send my love. I have so many Venezuelan clients, and they're all so sweet and loving to me. You know, my wife is from the country just west of there, Colombia. And, that whole part of South America, I'm telling you, the people there are great, and the Venezuelan people do not deserve this BS that they're having to go through right now.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to send my love to all of our friends down in South America, especially Venezuela, because, ladies and gentlemen, we live in Florida. We've been through hurricanes before. You know what it's like those few days after a hurricane where you don't have electricity, you don't have water. It's you feel like you're almost in a war zone. They live that every single day of their lives right now.
Every day.
Yeah.
So love to Venezuela. Anything else real quick, Brianna?
Let's see what else. You want to talk about sports?
Go ahead.
Okay, we have the Boston Celtics tonight versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Boston surprised everyone by taking Game 1 of the Eastern Conference.
The Celtics have really put it together. So just by the way, secondarily to my Magic fandom, I'm certainly a Celtics fan as well. They're really pulling it together. They have a great squad. They haven't played so well this year, but look, the Bucks really need to be on the lookout right now. The Celtics could easily win that series. There's no doubt about it. Plenty more show ahead with Justin Clark, the OG Brianna, new Brianna, and our very special guest today of E-Static Odor Control. It's Mike Bagley. All right. On the other side of this very quick break, it's Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando.
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark, right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Welcome back to the program. It is Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. My name is attorney Justin Clark. If you have any questions whatsoever, 321-282-1055. Any legal questions will be answered at that phone number. You can go to my website, www.youhavepower.com. We've been through this a few times, OG Brianna. Why in the world do I say www?
Am I just a habit?
Am I impressed with myself that I know how to say W, not W?
Yes.
Because there's no reason in 2019 you need to say www. You just say youhavepower.com, right?
Literally, you could.
I don't know why I do that. So anyway, I apologize. You can go to youhavepower.com, find out a lot more information about our law firm. But more importantly, we're joined today by a very, very special guest. He's the founder and the owner of E-Static Odor Control, Mike Bagley. Mike, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well.
So the obvious question, what in the world is E-Static Odor Control?
What we do is we treat odors, obviously, but we do it free of any type of chemicals. So a lot of what you'll find in the stores are chemically based. So they a lot of times will just mask what's causing the odor. What we use are botanically based products and an electrostatic sprayer, which will actually target what's causing the odor and remove it. So once we're done, the odor is also gone. It won't come back. It's not something that is reoccurring or something that you should have to worry about after we leave.
So my client actually came in the other day. They were all mad because they just rented an apartment and they paid their security deposit, the first month, last month rent, and they do a little tour of the apartment. They don't really notice anything. Once they actually move in and spend a day there, the place stinks. It smells like mold or mildew. They don't know exactly what it is, but it really smells terrible. But they've already moved in. They don't want to move out now and then fight the landlord over the year lease and getting the security deposit back. Is there anything they can do about an odor like that?
Sure. I mean, we can come in and treat, obviously, and otherwise everything that they'll apply will pretty much be an ongoing situation. And it may last for a day, a couple weeks. There's a lot of tricks out there, and this could have been one of those situations where whatever's causing the smell was either just neglected or a shortcut was taken, but the shortcuts are not going to work when it comes to smells. It's just not. The molecules don't go away, which are causing the smells. They're still there unless they're eradicated. So you go buy some Febreze, buy some candles, stock up on whatever you want to stock up on. But in the long run, there's obviously more expense occurred with that method, rather than just have us come in one treatment and then you don't have to worry about it afterwards.
I have 3 cats and now 3 dogs in my house. And
you have another one since the last time I was here.
Yeah. Mother-in-law moved in now, which is fine. I mean, I love my mother-in-law, but with mother-in-law came another dog. So we have a very full house full of pets. There's no doubt about it. And I assume that when I walk in, I don't smell anything. So it must not smell like animals. But sometimes I'm worried that maybe I just become accustomed to that smell. And then if I have a dinner party or something, I'm a little worried that people would come over and be like, damn, this house smells like pets. Is that a possibility?
I think that happens. We become conditioned to our environment, and smells are not excluded from that either. So we can live in the house. How long have you lived in your house?
3 years.
So you've been there 3 years. Yeah. Regardless of whether it's food or pet or whatever the case may be, you just become accustomed to whatever is in your environment. And then the way to find out is to have guests over, or a lot of times what I find is the house goes on the market. The homeowner the seller doesn't realize that the house smells until other people come in and look at the house and turn around and walk right back out, because it may have great curb appeal, may be beautiful on the outside and even beautiful on the inside, but a lot of times nearly 80% of the time, a house deal may not go through because of the smells on the inside of the house.
What creates smells inside of homes normally?
Foods. What I have a lot of calls for are pets and cigarette smoke. Those are the top 2 by far.
Do people really still smoke in their house? My father used to smoke inside, and I was like that. And this was 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and I couldn't believe it then. But in 2019, we're really still smoking in our homes?
And apartments, too. There's an apartment complex in Ocoee I have a contract with now. Smoke-free community. So of course nobody smokes in a smoke-free community, right? And the first unit that I treated there, somebody was smoking not just cigarettes. A lot of fun stuff was going on in that apartment apparently. And they tried ozone machine. They tried.
It's probably medical marijuana.
Yeah,
though, I'm sure.
I'm sure it was medical. Tried all these different methods for 2 or 3 weeks, and obviously they didn't want to. It's a newer community, so they don't want to rent it out with those smells still prevalent. So they called me in. First treatment, completely got rid of the smells.
Wow.
So what we do use, besides being botanically based, it's also kid friendly and pet friendly. So for homes with small kids, or if you have pets like yourself, and I know you've got your small kids as well, even if our treatment hasn't completely dried and you come home from work with the family, they're back from school, you can completely go into your house and not be harmed by any residual spray.
I remember when I first left Boston in 2005, I would say, and I moved to Miami. I was living in South Florida. And I would see these tents over homes, and I was like, I'd never seen a tent over a house before in my life. I didn't know what in the world it was. You know what I'm talking about?
Welcome to Florida.
Yeah, so I was asking my friends, I was like, what are these tents they're putting over houses? And they said, well, they're doing termite spray or something like that, and these chemicals are deadly. Like if a human walked in there right now, they would be killed or very, very sick. So I think a lot of people are worried about any sort of spray, whether it's for rodents or termites or whatever it is, of being very harmful to our health. Over at E-Static Odor Control, I mean, what kind of chemicals do you guys use?
So our products are made out of thyme oil. So they're completely free of any type of chemical. There's other companies out there. One was brought to my attention today. I went on their website, and then on the safety data sheets, there no contact with eyes, no contact with. So there's all these issues that can still be caused by simply inhaling this other products. So I'm asthmatic. I can go in and spray a home and have no adverse effects. And my sinuses and my asthma are very sensitive to cigarette smoke, any type of smells.
Right.
And I can go in, spray. Takes about an hour. We're done. And no adverse effects to my health. I don't walk out with my sinuses buzzing or anything of that nature. So
if I am looking to sell my home, or I think I have some smells in my house, maybe I'm having a house party in 2 weeks, and I want to reach out to Mike Bagley of E-Static Odor Control, how do I reach out?
So first, you can reach me by simply just sending a phone call, 407-697-1291. You can also go onto our website at e-staticusa.com, and there's forms on there as well for anybody who would like a quote. We do free estimates as well. I was out at a restaurant for a free estimate the other day, so those are probably the two best ways. And my email address is also on the website, and that's mike.estatic@gmail.com.
Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. Justin Clark here. We're talking to Mike Bagley with E-Static Odor Control. People say when you go to a nice restaurant, the chef will always tell you, you eat with your eyes first. And there's something to that. You want a beautiful plate of food, and that really kind of gets you in the mood for the meal, right? Like, oh, wow, that's a beautiful plate of food. Yeah, you're going to obviously taste it after that, but you really eat with your eyes first. But heaven forbid you go to someone's house or you go to a restaurant and you walk in, the first thing you notice is a terrible smell. This is not good for business or friendships, is it?
Not at all.
And there are things that you can do about it. Give me an idea price-wise. Let's say I'm just a regular average consumer. I don't own a restaurant or anything. I own a house. And I am having a party in a week and a half. And I want to have you guys come out. I'm not looking for an exact quote, but give me like sort of a range. Like it's not that expensive to really make my house smell good, is it?
It's really not. Like I said, if you go to Walmart and go to the retail places that are around, in the long run, you're going to spend a lot more money in most cases. So for us to come in, again, free estimate if there's an estimate that is needed, and right around starting price point is around $400.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, it's well worth it to not embarrass yourself, you know what I mean? Absolutely. If you have any questions, reach out to Mike Bagley, E-Static Odor Control, who's going to end up playing Stump the Clarky Trivia with me right on the other side of this break. I don't know what the category is, but it's going to be something you know a lot about, Mike. It's going to be me versus the new Brianna and Mike Bagley, all right on the other side of this break. It is Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando.
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark, right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Welcome back to the show. It is Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. My name is Justin Clark. Thank you for spending your weeknights here with us, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, every single weeknight on our favorite sports radio station. You can also watch us at Behind the Law Radio on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platform. You can check us out right there. The TV shows every single weekend, Saturday, 12:30 p.m. on CBS. It is You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. And every Sunday it is this show, Behind the Law, but it's Behind the Law on television at 10 a.m. TV. 27 to my right, it's the OG, Brianna. Hello, Brianna.
Hello, Justin.
How are you?
Fantastic.
I know we're going to play Stump the Clarky in a minute. It's
We
my
are.
second Stump the Clarky today against the new Brianna, who
Yes.
also joins us today. Hello, new Brianna. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great.
This is the only show actually on the planet who has two people by the same name. And it's not like you're both you're named John. You know what I mean?
This is true.
It would be one thing if you were both Johns. I could understand that, but Briannas. And it's not like one of you are Brianna and the other one Brianna. It's pronounced the same way to make it
Yeah.
ultra confusing, not only for me, but for our audience. So I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I don't know if that, I don't know why you would do that to me, but I guess we'll take it.
I searched far and wide.
She put an ad out that said anyone who was looking for a job on a radio show and named Brianna.
Only
pronounced
requirements.
Brianna.
Must have
Yeah.
same name.
So you're the only person within an 80-mile radius, Brianna, who qualified for this job. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We're going to play Stump the Clarky. We also have a very special guest here today. Mike Bagley. He is the owner of E-Static Odor Control. He's been on the show before, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. Mike, it's good to have you back. How
Thank
are you?
you. I
How's
appreciate being
business,
back.
bro? You
It's
guys doing
good.
all right?
Yeah, we're doing very well. Tampa, Orlando area is picking up, and couldn't be happier.
So who would call you? Who's a perfect client for you?
We see a lot of homes that are on the market.
Yeah.
Also starting to get into the commercial side as well, apartments and restaurants. Just some bizarre situations where smells. We treated a place last week, somebody's garage, which I've never treated a garage before.
Yeah.
The previous homeowners, it's a horse-friendly neighborhood out in Tampa. Really nice neighborhood, and apparently the previous owners kept their horses inside the garage.
Well, I think that's PETA violation right there. Something, to be honest with you.
There was an
know.
instant zoo-like smell as soon as you walked in. Not joking, and
Yeesh.
we got it out. We got that out. I've had cat urine in the grout. So sometimes just some really, really interesting situations we get calls for.
Right.
A lot of residential, but we're also starting to branch out into the commercial sector as well.
Yeah, if you are a homeowner or business owner and you've noticed some smells in your home, I want you to call Mike Bagley right now. He is the owner of E-Static Odor Control. Call him where?
407-697-1291.
So we're going to play this dumb game right now, right? So Brianna, OG Brianna, likes it when people win my money. She likes to see me lose, okay? So I know this is my game, but she's going to come up with a category very likely that you're very familiar with. So don't worry about it. Are you ready to play this game?
Let's go for
It's
it.
time for Stump the Clarky.
All right, and now it's time for Stop the Clarky. Come on, Clarky. We need you to get over here. We got some great trivia questions we want you to answer. Come on, Clarky. Get over here.
OG Brianna, dare I ask, what is that category today?
The category is actually a question, and it is, what is that smell?
I like it.
It's
We're off to
you.
a good start.
I love it.
Smells like OG Brianna in here.
Aw. Smells like saltiness. Okay, so question number 1. Globally, the odor eliminator market is forecasted to reach how much in annual sales by 2021?
Globally, okay.
Globally, yeah. Looking for
no idea.
a dollar amount.
So this probably includes Febreze and all those things. And candles, are they included
Are
in there?
you? Why are you trying to?
I don't know, I'm just trying to get an idea of what's
just
really
look, just
going
add
on
another
here.
0 and keep going. Okay. Jeez. Question number 2. What year did the first modern day air freshener make its debut? And this is the one that falls into the category of air freshener, not perfumes and things like that. So what year did the first modern-day air freshener make its debut?
Speaking of horses in garages, Mike, let me tell you a story. So, OG Brianna knows this very well. My daughter, who's 6, Sophia, she loves riding horses, and her mom got her into it, Pilar, my wife. And they adore the smell of being in the barn and smelling the horse manure. Is that what you call it?
Yep.
They love it. It's like they love the smell. And it's like shocking to me. I'm like, I cannot believe this is fun for you. So anyway, I don't know what the point of that story was, but they like that kind of odor, I guess.
Little country in your family. That's
Don't-
all right.
yeah,
no
sounds like-
judgments.
Yeah.
I love the smell of Home Depot.
Yeah.
Question number 3. How many Americans over the age of 40 suffer from smell dysfunctions? How many Americans over the age of 40 suffer from smell dysfunctions?
Is this a percentage or a number?
This is going to be a number. I have the percentage as well, but let's just make it a number.
I don't know what a smell dysfunction really is, other than you can't smell. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't smell. There it is. And final question number 4. Name 2 of the top 5 causes of odors in your home. Name 2 of the top 5. I know. Threw that curveball in there.
So I can only write down 2, correct?
Yes, Justin. Write down 2.
I'm going to leave one off intentionally so I don't sleep on the couch tonight.
I was going to say, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, snap.
I was going to say Bracco, Gordito, Chowder. We have a turtle named Lily.
That's great. We ready to score this on up? We need some time.
I think we're ready to score this game.
Let's do it.
I think we're ready to go. All right. What was question number 1?
Question number 1.
And by the way, if you want to play along at home, go to @Behind the Law Radio on Facebook, Instagram, any social media platform. You can answer right there as well for a chance to win my money and my water bottles.
Mainly your water bottles.
Okay.
Question number 1. Globally, the odor eliminator market is forecasted to reach how much in annual sales by 2021?
Mike Bagley of E-Static Odor Control is our guest. You will go first, sir. What do you have?
All right, I have $14.1 million.
14.1 million. Our new producer, intern, everything. I don't know.
That's
The
me.
new Brianna. What did you say?
I said 20 million.
20 million. Justin Clark went way higher than you guys. I said
Yeah.
1.2 billion worldwide. What is the right answer?
That would be 11.5 billion.
Billion dollars. Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Billion.
I will take the point. It is 1 for yours truly. Yet to get on the board, the new Brianna, Mike Bagley. Question 2.
Question number 2. What year did the first modern day air freshener make its debut?
The new Brianna, what do you have?
I said 1975.
1975. Very good guess. Yours truly went with 1968. Mike Bagley.
1822.
1822.
Way back when.
Back when the horse smells were ridiculous.
What is the right answer?
That would be 1952.
1952. What did you say, new Brianna?
1975.
Oh, I got to
That
give
goes
myself
to
that
you.
again.
Yeah.
2.
There it is,
I'm
Justin.
sorry. 2-0. Question 3.
Question number 3. How many Americans over the age of 40 suffer from smell dysfunctions?
So I'll go first here, and I didn't know what to put because I don't really even understand the question.
Oh, here we go.
But I went with 1.8 million. Mike Bagley.
2 million.
2 million, very close. New Brianna, what did you say?
I also said 2 million.
2 million. What is the correct? Normally on this show, it's always higher, so you two are probably going to tie. Go ahead.
Yep, 13.3
I
million.
told you. I'm going to give both of you that point. That's 1 for you, 1 for new Brianna. So it is 2-1 going into the final answer for a Tuesday night edition of Stump the Clarky right here on Behind the Law. Brianna?
Name 2 of the top 5 causes of odor in your homes.
Mike, we're back at you, sir.
All right, I have foods and Bella, my Rottweiler, after a bath.
So a pet and food,
Yep.
I guess
Pet
is
and
what you
food.
say. New Brianna, what do you say?
I said garbage and pets.
Garbage and pets. I went with pets and food. Brianna, what were the right answers?
All right, so I'm just going to name all 5 of them. Number 1 is pets. We have mold and mildew, body odor,
Oh,
gas leaks,
Ooh. Oh, never mind.
and
I got
not
it.
those gas leaks,
Yeah.
and hidden leaks.
That's it?
Hidden leaks, yeah.
So essentially,
I guess like pipes bursting behind the walls that you don't know
can
about.
you go through this one more time? So food is not on there anywhere.
No, I was kind of shocked. Food
Garbage
made it into the
is not
top
on
10,
there. Okay.
but it wasn't in the top 5.
Give me the top 5 reasons your house smells one more time, Brianna.
Pets, molds and mildew, body odor, gas leaks, and hidden leaks. Now they include, smoking a part of body odor. They threw that into the same.
I was about to question.
I was going to put smoking, but would we have counted that if I put smoking? I don't know, because it was under body odor.
Well, I knew that they put it under body odor because I read the study.
Okay.
So
So,
would've
we all
counted.
kind of share that point. We all got pets right. We all got the second one incorrect.
Yeah.
Which means I take the prize today. I will keep my water bottle. And we have one more segment ahead with Mike Bagley. We're trying to tell you how to make your house or your business spell better. One more segment ahead. It's Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando.
All right, and now it's time for Stop the Clocky. Come on, Clocky. We need you to get over here. We got some great trivia questions we want you to answer. Come on, Clocky. Get over here.
Haven't treated a place with body odor.
I know, right? I mean, what's wrong?
Just lift it up and put it on the desk. No, just the receiver. The part that you speak into. Yep.
She didn't grow up with corded phones.
I know, yeah. I completely forgot. I was like, oh God, I'm sorry.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, well.
What? What, the Tennessee hat?
Hmm?
The Tennessee hat?
No, I'm not still.
I know, I left them on.
Sorry, Brianna.
No, you're fine.
You don't have social media, so it's okay.
What, you said a bad word? Did you say a bad word?
No.
If it's on.
All right, you guys ready? I know. Maybe we could buy a better computer. I mean, this thing must have cost $50. We run the show from this thing that costs $38 at Walmart.
We have the $100 one over there.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
It's right there on my desk.
So how do we use it?
I mean, I can upload everything on there. It's going to be all the old bumper music.
That we're getting new bumper music soon?
They said this week.
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark, right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
One final segment ahead for a Tuesday night Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. My name is Justin Clark. Thanks for spending your evening with me tonight. 321-282-1055. I have the OG Brianna to my right. At the end of the desk, it's the new Brianna. And joined today by a very special guest. He is the owner of E-Static Odor Control, Mike Bagley. Mike, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
So when I go to sell my home, it's sort of well documented that you can go rent all these nice, new furniture pieces and put them all in there and make the house really good, or do a little yard work to make it the curb appeal better. But my God, what if you're trying to buy a house and you walk in and there's a smell there? Do you ever get hired by owners of homes who are looking to sell?
Yeah, and usually it's a real estate agent representing the buyer and or the seller. In both cases, if the house smells and they realize that they have a problem, or the buyer comes in and really, really wants to buy the house, the cat urine in the grout I was talking about earlier, that was the situation. The buyers really wanted to buy it. They're out of the country, but couldn't get past the smell. So the buying agent called me to come in and treat the house. So we get a little bit of both. Seller agents and buying agents will usually give me a call or an email to come out and check the place out.
So what do you actually do? So you walk in my house, and obviously I'm going to leave for a while. How long do I need to leave?
We're usually done in roughly an hour to an hour and a half. So again, you're talking about home renovations if the carpet smells. Maybe there's some pet urine from the previous renters, the previous owners. Thousands of dollars, usually at least a day, if not a couple of days, for a fraction of the price and much, much, much less time. We'll have a permanent solution for you by the time it's all said and done.
So I have two visions right now of what's really going on. Actually, three. One is, okay, my house is smelling kind of bad. I go to the local Publix or Walmart and I buy the Febreze and I come in and I'm like spraying, a little Febreze around. Then I also have this vision of like a firefighter coming in with like a huge spray cannon spraying stuff all over my house. Are you somewhere in between? What does it actually look like logistically when you come to my house?
Yeah, so we're somewhere in between. And actually, if you go onto our website at e-staticusa.com and under the treatments tab, there's a picture of us treating a home. So I call it the Ghostbusters backpack. Yeah. So there's a backpack with a hose and a wand-looking thing, a nozzle at the end. And what that does is that produces an electrostatic spray. So when it's not just a regular squirt gun squirting the problem areas or the entire house, it's actually producing an electrostatic charge to help remove the molecules which are causing the odors.
Now, new Brianna, Ghostbusters was this movie that kind of back near our time. Have you ever heard of Ghostbusters before?
I have. Yes.
How old? Can I ask her age? Is that allowed or no?
I am 24 as
20?
of yesterday.
Oh, she told me yesterday?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yesterday was her birthday.
Oh, that's right. Happy belated birthday again,
Thank
by the way. I
you.
forgot to mention that again. So, yeah, Ghostbusters was this movie, Bill Murray. It was a great movie back in Mike and I's time, I think, more than anything. It was a really good movie. Just, if you ever think that we're getting old and we reference something that you're like, what the hell are they talking about? Feel free to ask. We understand. No problem
And I have a
whatsoever.
12-year-old at home.
You have a 12-year-old?
Who reminds me, almost 12, that reminds me that I'm old all the time. Doesn't understand the corded phone concept, voicemail from an answering machine. So, yeah, I mean...
Absolutely, no problem whatsoever. So real estate agents, if you're listening right now, if you're listing a home and you want them to go hire the staging company for thousands and thousands of dollars to bring furniture in to make the house look nice, but the house still smells. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I want you to call Mike Bagley of E-Static Odor Control at
407-697-1291.
Now, let's say you come into my house and it does smell and you do your thing. How long does that really work before it starts smelling bad again?
It shouldn't smell bad again.
Really?
So with the electrostatic sprayer and the first spray that we put down, the first solution is an antimicrobial spray. So with that tandem alone, the antimicrobial spray being applied with an electrostatic sprayer will remove the molecules that are causing the odor. So it's not a Febreze where you're just spraying and masking the smell or painting over a wall that with cigarette smoke that's been prevalent. This will we actually get rid of the smell altogether. So it should not come back.
Are those complaint calls coming in or what? I mean, it's like, OG Brianna, I've never heard the phone ring in here so much.
Literally. No one ever calls me.
Yeah, I mean,
no one
I
ever
didn't know you
calls.
were this important. Did you make someone mad yesterday?
I might
What's
have.
going on? The phone won't stop ringing.
It won't.
Okay.
It won't. It could be all those people because, somebody likes LeBron James. And
yeah. It's the LeBron
the
haters
calls are
that
coming
get-
in.
No.
That's what it is.
Let me tell you.
You're listening to Behind the Law, ESPN 580 Orlando. Justin Clark here with you, 321-282-1055. Watch the show at Behind the Law Radio, Facebook, Instagram, any social media platform. Joined today by the owner of E-Static Odor Control, Mike Bagley. So when you come in to really fix the smell of my house or my business, do you make it not smell? Or is there like a certain smell that you add? Let me give you an example. I go to the car wash right down the street, and they say, do you want new car smell? You want blueberry? What do you want? Is it like that, or are you taking the smell away?
We do both. So the first application will actually take the smell away, and it takes up to 24 hours to activate. After 24 hours, there shouldn't be any molecules left that are causing the odor. The second application that goes on immediately after is an enzymatic deodorizer. So it actually leaves a little bit of a peppermint smell by the time that we're done. It's a little overpowering in the beginning, but within an hour or two, it starts dissipating, and then that smell will last for, it just depends on the conditions, the environment of the home, but it can last for several weeks, a month, etc.
Because I often tell my staff here that I want them to, when they walk into my law firm the first time, I want clients to have like a good feeling when they walk in. And you go to a nice restaurant, sometimes you go to the bathroom. Have you ever noticed they have like a good smelling bathroom? Or you go into a certain store and it smells nice. I want the law firm to actually smell good. When someone walks in, I want them to notice that and have a good feeling. I mean, is that something you can provide?
Yes. I won't say no to anybody, so let's just put that out there. And we do have a 30-day guarantee for all of our services. So if you just want the place kind of tidied up and just kind of some air freshener in the carpet that will last for more than just a couple days, I'll come out, take a look, and we can discuss pricing. It is a little bit out of the norm of what we do, but it is something that I'll come out and take a look at, and we can discuss what to do after that point.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me like restaurants would be something. If any restaurant owner is listening, I think you need to really call Mike, because there's so many like food smells and just like smells in restaurants. But then if you walk in a restaurant and it stinks, who wants to eat there? You know, you just wonder what's going on back in that kitchen. I would think restaurants would be a great business for you, right?
Yeah, restaurants. I'm also looking at gyms.
Oh, yeah.
Gyms are a good one as well, especially if there's carpet in the locker room, which I was just in one today while I was out here. It always makes me nervous, not just what's in the carpet, but there's also Kid Entertainment Place, which I won't name, but they use a carpet cleaning service, and it smells for about a week and a half after, because they don't allow it to. They don't have enough time to allow it to dry, and it smells like dirty socks for about a week and a half afterwards. So I'm trying to work with them as well to try to come in afterwards and spray to try to freshen the place up to make it appealing. You not just the customers, but also the employees at the front desk. Imagine sitting there in that smell for a week and a half trying to perform.
Yeah, and I know we talked about it earlier too, but again, my vision was when I first met you of my first time ever moving to Florida and seeing the tinted houses and thinking that, man, I wouldn't go back in that house for weeks. If you have to tint the thing, like literally put like a carnival tent over my house, you know something really, really bad is going on here. I don't think when E-Static odor control comes to your house, it's anything like that, is it?
No, it's not. And you can actually stay, and I've had customers stay on property while I've been there. So it's completely safe, like I said, for people with the respiratory issues like myself, small kids, pets. Now, I am very careful if there is pet furniture in the house. I'll usually remove it. I like to err on the side of caution, but if the kids kind of touch the residual spray that might be left, or dog or cat sniffs or licks it, there's no harm to them at all, which is a nice factor with our solution.
Beautiful. If you're having company anytime soon, or you're a business owner, or better yet, you're looking to sell your home and you're worried about that little tiny stench that might separate your competition from you, I want you to call or visit the website of E-Static Odor Control. Mike Bagley says name. Mike, one more time. How do we reach out?
Phone number is 407-697-1291. My email is mike.estatic@gmail.com, and you can always visit the website at e-staticusa.com.
Beautiful. A great business idea. I hope you guys take advantage of it. Mike, thanks for being here, buddy.
All right,
always
appreciate
good to
it
see
as
you.
always.
Come back soon, please.
Of course. Thank you.
The new Brianna, good job today.
Thank you.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
For the OG Brianna, confusing my life with all sorts of Briannas. Thanks for being here.
I do it.
And I don't know much, Brianna, OG, but I do know one little thing.
What's that?
I will see you right back here tomorrow night for more Behind the Law on ESPN 580 Orlando.